Today, companies are igniting AI initiatives at a pace that has significantly outstripped our capacity to manage them. This growing distance between the speed of the technology and the slow pace of human governance creates a dangerous oversight gap. Currently, 86% of companies pour capital into AI without a defined strategy. Because governance lags behind deployment, 94% of these projects are effectively unmanned, creating a crisis where 80% admit nobody is responsible when a system fails. Navigating this landscape requires a systematic framework of human controls. We are going to establish the specific leadership protocols needed to steer these tools safely and remove the anxiety currently stalling the workforce. Scaling a powerful technology without these human safeguards expands organizational risk rather than intelligence. The first operational requirement is establishing top-down direction. This means placing the CEO at the helm of the AI strategy. When organizations treat AI as a siloed IT upgrade, they remove executive oversight from the equation. Launching these initiatives without a high-level chain of command results in an abdication of leadership. This chart shows how few organizations have implemented this structure. Among the minority of companies that actually have an AI strategy, only 6% are led directly by the CEO. The CEO provides the necessary boundaries for the technology. By acting as the steering wheel, they ensure that technical deployment remains aligned with organizational safety. Effective AI integration relies on this explicit oversight. Deploying tools without a designated leader often leads to project failure. Once leadership is established, managers must prioritize direct, transparent communication. This non-technical step involves addressing the workforce's concerns before any new software is integrated. The need for transparency is driven by widespread job insecurity. Currently, more than half of all employees believe that AI is being introduced for the sole purpose of replacing them. This is compounded by a fear of misplaced blame. Without clear leadership, nearly 3/4 of employees are terrified they will be held personally responsible if an unmanaged AI project fails. These combined anxieties create a culture of fear. When employees are preoccupied with defending themselves from blame, they stop taking the risks necessary for innovation. Open communication dismantles this fear. By being honest about the technology's role and the leadership's responsibility, managers build the trust required for a successful transition. To remove the last remnants of ambiguity, we use 2 checklists to define the exact boundaries of responsibility. Checklist 1 focuses on personnel. You must identify the specific AI tool and name the individual responsible for monitoring its daily outputs. You then name the ultimate executive who holds responsibility for errors and communicate this chain of command to every user in the department. Checklist 2 defines the tasks. It requires an explicit answer to one question: who is in charge of what? This includes designating who makes the final call on a launch and establishing a reporting structure to handle system errors. These assignments must be specific. If you assign a task to the team rather than a named individual, you have not created accountability. Clearly defined roles eliminate the guesswork that fuels workplace anxiety. When employees know exactly where the responsibility lies, they are free to focus on adopting the technology. When an organization successfully bridges the gap between technology and governance, it reaches a stage called AI maturity. Reaching this level of stability is rare. Only 13% of companies globally have implemented the leadership and communication protocols necessary to achieve this status. These organizations see significant operational benefits. Mature companies report a 25% jump in operational speed and a 90% improvement in the customer experience. This increased efficiency and customer satisfaction translate into financial performance. Over 40% of these organizations achieve double-digit revenue growth. These results demonstrate that the path to AI success is a human leadership challenge. The competitive advantage goes to those who build the governance to manage the machine. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like and subscribe. And what would be really helpful would be some suggestions for future videos. Today's video was brought to you by SynestX Systems LLC, founded by Shane Persinger.